Good evening, be the oneers, and welcome. You're watching this quiz in English with me, Hayley Edmonds. Now tonight, it's a British sports personality special quiz, and there's €100 up for grabs. So how does one go about winning their part in €100? Well, there are 9 questions, all of course, based on British sports personalities. Each question is allocated a certain number of points, from question number 1, which is worth 10 points, right up to question number 9, which is worth 100 points. And because we're extremely generous at Be The One, and we like to see winners and people winning money, well, we give you 2 jokers. We give you one joker that will multiply a point score by 3 and another by 5. You probably noticed that we have to do another update to play tonight. Well, it's only a good thing because, for example, earlier on today, or the quiz in French just before, a guy, a super winner, won €51. Yes, that's €51 because there was only one super winner. So you're probably asking me, okay, so how does one go about winning, being a super winner, you know, and getting maximum points? Well, there's 960 points, is the maximum number of points that you can get if you use your jokers correctly, and of course if you answer all the questions correctly. For those people who are the super winners, well, we give you an extra €50 to share amongst yourselves. So theoretically, if there's only one of you, well, all those €50 are going to go to you. Just like the player just 45 minutes ago. Yes, he did. So guys, concentrate, put your thinking caps on. This is a quiz about, as I said once again, British sports personalities. So let's get going with question number 1. Which English Formula 1 driver is 5 times world champion? Now, just to give you a clue, he won again last year. He won last year for the 5th time. Is it Michael Schumacher? Is it Sebastian Vettel? Is it Lewis Hamilton? Or is it Chevy Chase? Now, I'll give you another clue. He went out with a pussycat doll. Pussycat Doll. It was that American all-female dance singing troupe. Don't you wish your girlfriend was hot like me? Don't you? That was a big clue. And the right answer was, of course, the bogus, the good-looking guy himself, Lewis Hamilton. Yes, Lewis Hamilton, who just last weekend was surfing Kelly Slater's surf ranch. Yes, with Kelly Slater. So the world number 1 Formula 1 driver was driving with, he's not actually the world number 1, the current world number 1, Kelly Slater, because that's Gabriel Medina. But he's pretty much the best surfer of all time. So Kelly Slater, they were surfing together. So you'd think, how did Lewis Hamilton do? Because, you know, surfing's not easy. Well, I'll tell you something. Lewis Hamilton nailed it. He is one of these guys that can just do any sport and absolutely nail it. So that's Lewis Hamilton, who is surfing with Kelly Slater. He's worth £40 million. And he has the 2nd most Formula 1 GP wins. So there we are, a lot of information for just one question. And question was only worth 10 points. So anyway, 57% of you got that one correct. Well done, of which Quentin or Quentin. So let's move on to question number 2. He's married to a Spice Girl and played for Manchester United. Don't forget, we're looking for a British sports personality. He's married to a Spice Girl and played for Manchester United. Is it David Beckham? Is it Gary Lineker? Is it Paul Gascoigne? Or is it Alan Shearer? I'm going to give you a few more clues. He's father of 4. He's worth £339 million. All that through, obviously, a professional career playing at Manchester United, but also endorsement deals, business ventures, and sponsorship deals. The right answer, ladies and gentlemen, is a rugged hunk himself, Mr. Golden Balls, David Beckham. Yes, David Beckham. And 80% of you got that one right, so that's good to see. Guys, you are on fire thus far. A lot of you have been getting them right, so well done. As I can tell, only 2 of you used your ×3 for that one. So you're keeping your jokers in your pockets for later on, which is what I like to see. And Moji got that one correct. Let's move on to question number 3. She is a 5 times world downhill champion and was voted Sunday Times Sports Personality of the Year 2005. That's actually mountain bike. World downhill champion in mountain biking. bicycles, you know, bicycles, mountain biking, just trying to clarify this, make it easier for you. Is it Anne-Caroline Chausson? Is it Rachel Atherton? Is it Tane Seagrave? Or is it Manon Carpenter? All of which are extremely successful female world downhill champions. But I want to know the 5 times world downhill champion and who was voted Sunday Times Sportsman Personality of the Year. She began riding BMX at 8 years old, and she has 2 brothers, G Atherton and Dan Atherton. And if you ever have time, if you just want to check her out, you know, a bit curious, go look at her downhill runs. So just go on any kind of GoPro downhill runs of Rachel Atherton, and you'll see to what point she is really the queen of downhill. The right answer is Rachel Atherton. Rachel Atherton. 33% of you got that one correct. 4 of you used your ×5 jokers on that one. And SK, you got that one correct, my friend. Well done. Let's move on to question number 4. Which British sports personality cried when he got sent off playing for England against West Germany in the World Cup in 1990? Is it Gary Lineker? Is it Alan Shearer? Is it Paul Scholes? Or is it Paul Gascoigne? Now, I want to know the name of the player who cried when he was sent off against West Germany in 1990. Just going to wait for the scores to come in. Ladies and gentlemen, the right answer is Fog on the Tyne is all main, all main. Fog on the Tyne is all main. Yes, Mr. Paul Gascoigne, a.k.a. Gazza. 57 caps during his England career, and 30% of you got that one correct. Maximus 2514, you are one of those. Well done. Let's move on to question number 5. This famous party lover was McLaren's first British champion. He learned to drive a tractor at 11 years old. Although it's obviously forgot to be stated. I mean, McLaren is a car company, a racing car company, and that he was a Formula World Champion in 1976. He retired in 1979, and he then became a commentator and broadcaster. Was it Sterling Moss? Was it James Hunt? Was it Jenson Button? Or was it Nigel Mansell? He was McLaren's first British champion. Just hang on to that one there. The right answer, he is James Hunt, the party lover. Princess Mahi, good to see you playing the quiz in English. You were playing the quiz in French earlier. Let's hope you do as well as, I think it was Quentin, who got 50 euros. Let's move on to question number 6. She was a gold medalist at the 1984 Winter Olympics with her dance partner, Christopher Dean. With her partner is, of course, her partner in her duel. They were a duet, like a duel. 2 of them, a duo, should I say. Was it Jane Torville? Was it Tonya Harding? Was it Nancy Sheridan? Or was it Michelle Kwan? Now we're looking for the gold medalist at the 1984 Winter Olympics. So that was in Sarajevo. She was a former insurance clerk and he was a policeman. So Christopher Dean was a policeman. They gave it up from Nottingham. And they're real stars in Nottingham as well. If you ever go to Nottingham, you'll see there are a few roads named after them. And even the ice skating centre is called the Bolero, which is the famous dance that they did, I think, in 1984, to win the gold medal. The right answer is Jane Torville. 28% of you got that one correct. 27% of you weren't sure between Tonya Harding and Nancy Sheridan, and the rest of you thought it was Michelle Kwan. Sandy, well done. You got that one correct, my honey. 12 of you used your ×5, so well done. And 39% of you, of which got that one correct. I'm just going to check out the current leaderboard. Leon Leventhal, you are at the top, or in the lead with 230 points. Sandy, you're second with 230 points. And Lucy, you are third with 170 points. Question number 7. This rugby player scored the winning drop goal in the last minute of extra time in the 2003 World Cup final against Australia. Don't forget, it's his British personalities, and he was actually playing for England. He's an English player. He was born in the same hospital as me. He's from Farnham in Hampshire. And I've given you a lot of information there. Is it Johnny Wilkinson? Is it Chris Robshaw? Is it Will Carling? Or was it Rob Andrew? Which of these is the kind of the rugby David Beckham equivalent, except he's a lot kind of, I don't know, yeah, right. He could be, his wife's not as famous as Victoria Beckham. In fact, she's not famous at all. She's just a civilian. Not a civilian, that's an awful thing to say. She's like you and me. Who is it? It was the Golden Balls rugby version, Johnny Wilkinson. Yes, Johnny Wilkinson, who rose to prominence after that drop goal. I remember that moment very clearly. And he now resides in France because he played for Toulon. He played for the Lions as well in the UK. And he is very famous in France, actually. He stars in a lot of French adverts, especially for Société Générale. There we go. 54% of you got that one correct. 14% of you thought it was another English heartthrob, Chris Robshaw. Will Carling, 13% of you thought it was him. And the rest of you, Rob Andrew. Quentin, once again, my friend, you got that one correct. And you put down your times 5 on that one. So well done for feeling confident. Let's move on to question number 8. She's the women's marathon world record holder and 3 times winner of the London Marathon. Is it Florence Griffith Joyner? Is it Rosa Mota? Is it Paula Radcliffe? Or is it Sally Gunnell? If you know a bit about long distance running, you probably get that one right. Well, I mean, between 2 people. It's pretty easy for the penultimate question in the quiz in English. She's actually, as I say, the current world record holder. She ran 26.2 miles in 2 hours, 15 minutes and 25 seconds at the 2003 London Marathon. The right answer is Paula Radcliffe. And the anecdote, if you haven't seen those images of her weeing whilst she was running, because, you know, when you're running, especially for 2 hours and 15 minutes, one does have a tendency to want to go to the toilet. And what does one not want to do when they're running are being timed? Well, waste time going to the toilet. So what does she do? Pulled her shorts aside and did a wee. 42% of you got that one correct. Well done. 25% of you thought it was Flojo. 18% of you thought it was a Portuguese long-distance runner, Rosa Mota. And the rest of you thought it was the hurdler, Sally Gunnell. Well, at least the majority of you thought you got the right answer. Vincent, once again, well done. 333 of you used your times 5s for that, so well done. Let's move on to the final question of this quiz in English. Now, just to give you a little update on the scoreboard. Petite Mem, you're on the top with 760 points. Samuel, you are drawing with 760 points. And Discanic, same, 760 points. So guys, if you have your times 5 down, put them down now. Because the final question is quiz in English. It's probably worth 50 quid to you, just an extra to give out to you guys. She won a bronze medal in snowboard slopestyle at the 2014 Winter Olympics. Is it Tara Dakidis? Is it Amy Fuller? Is it Jenny Jones? Or is it Lindsay Vonn? Now, it's the best result in the Winter Olympics in slopestyle, and probably freestyle actually, from a British athlete. And it was the 2014 Winter Olympics. She also has an X Games gold in her cabinet. And yeah, so she's one of the most successful, well, she's #1 British snowboarder all time. That's good enough. The right answer, she learned to snowboard on dry slope, and she actually went away to do a snowboarding season in Tignes when she was 17. She went to kind of be a chalet girl, and the rest is history, as they say. The right answer is Jenny Jones. She's a very nice girl. She deserves that bronze medal. She deserves the X Games gold. She's a very hard worker. She's a very lovely girl. And 29% of you got that one correct. It's Jenny Jones. Jenny Jones from Bristol. 29% of you thought it was the skier, Lindsay Vonn. 18% of you thought it was British snowboarder Amy Fuller, and 24% of you thought it was the American Tara Dakidis. Charles de Saporta. You got that one correct, and you put your times 5 down, so you're all good to go. Quite a few of you got the right, well, actually, in fact, 9 of you to be precise, are super winners tonight. We'll start with the good news, right? Very, very good news. So 9 of you have got 50, you're sharing 50 euros. So 9 of you will be taking away €5.93. €5.93. 14 minutes of quiz with me is not bad work. Of which, Linoquette, Moquette, Cyberpulp, arrête. Pas mal. no, not Benjamin. No. All of those, motorisateur, all French actually. So you can give yourselves a pat on the back for correctly answering and being a super winners of tonight's quiz in English. 264 of you will be sharing 100 euros, which equates to 36 cents. So everyone, thank you so much for playing this quiz in English with me, Hayley Evans. I hope you had a great time. I will be back. No, I won't be back tomorrow. It'll be Alfonso who will be presenting for me tomorrow, and it's all about British female singers. So get revising. So I'll be back on Thursday because tomorrow, actually, I'm going to Anne-Fleur, who was our guest last week, her premiere in the Grand Rex in Paris. So if you're around, come along, because her film, A Land Shaped by Women, will be premiering at the Grand Rex in Paris. That's why I won't be here tomorrow. It'll be Alfonso who will be replacing me. So if you're down in the Grand Rex, I'll see you then. If not, I'll see you Thursday. Thank you very much for playing Quiz in English. Have a great evening. Goodbye.